In the last video, I finished all the stud work and the insulation and the wiring. Now I actually get to start on the wallboard. Hey everybody, this is Bill with Live Simple, Live Free, and you know everything that I have done on this truck so far has been to build out the systems, the infrastructure, and every one of those things that I did was very important, but every time I finished one of those projects, it didn't look like I was making much progress at all. Now I'm excited because from this point on, I'm going to see a lot more progress. The next thing to do is hang the wallboard, the ceiling first and then the wallboard, and then after that I can start on the cabinets and all that. That's where it really starts to look like I'm getting something done. Now, if you've watched my channel at all, you know that I usually work alone. But there's some things I just simply can't do alone, and this is one of them. Yeah, the camera's on. You didn't know that, did you?
Hi.
So I got my trusty helper here to help me lift this board up. You know what the board? Okay, move it back a little bit.
What do you mean by back?
You have a front, you have a back.
Okay.
Move it back. Okay. Back.
Oh, I don't want this thing to break. Oh, it's got glue on me.
These nails. These nails are so small I can't hang on to them to put them in. All right, try again.
Try again?
I mean, well, we're going to have to.
Yes, I know. Is this going to hurt those wires, those little skinny wires?
I need to try this again. Okay, take two.
Yeah.
This is just not working.
I wonder if we should try to get Bruce or somebody down here.
Okay, third time's a charm. Now, I have created what is affectionately known in the construction industry as a dead man. That's a technical term.
Yeah, I know. I've heard it for many years. A little weird, but I've heard it for many years.
It's just a board that you use to prop something up. Many times you put a T across it to spread the weight more, but this isn't that heavy, so. All right, you ready again?
Yeah.
There's my dead man. So the dead man was the ticket.
Yes, excellent. That's gonna look so good, hon.
Yeah.
You have to put a lot of nails in there, don't you? Hold it.
Quite a few, but mainly the nails are just there to hold it until the glue dries. The glue will be the main thing that'll hold it up.
It's gonna be beautiful, huh?
Now, let me just pause here for a second to say that numerous people in the comments have suggested that I put an exhaust fan in the shower to take care of moisture, or asked if I had plans to do an exhaust fan. Well, here is an exhaust fan that this was actually the very first thing that I installed. It's all ready to go, and it's right outside of the shower. Okay, so I keep underestimating how much wire I need. Even in just this little 12-foot box truck, it's amazing how much wire you use when you're running it all around. I was just about finished the wiring and I ended up about 15 feet short. So I had to buy another roll, which I'm still waiting on. I need to run the wires up here for the ceiling lights. So that means I can't put this other side up until after I get the wire and finish the wiring, which will be in several days. Back there, you see I'm having a problem with this insulation staying up. It's not that the glue won't hold. The glue holds fine. But then what happens is as I drive down the road, the insulation itself pulls apart like that and starts to separate. This part is still glued to the top, but this part is dangling down. I put some tape up there to try to hold it. That didn't work very well either. But fortunately, when I put the board up, it'll be in place. So I'll just have to leave it like that until I get the wiring, finish the wiring, then I can put those other two boards up. Now this is Friday. That wire that I need for the ceiling isn't coming in until Tuesday. So a few more days before I can do that. But fortunately, I can start working on this. Now that I got this up, I can put this wall board in. This is the kitchen, so I'll be able to start working on all of the kitchen cabinets and all of that. And that's really exciting because I'm really finally going to actually see progress that looks like progress. Now I do have a little bit of a situation here because this is the shower wall and I used 2x2s or 2x4s on their side to save space. But this is the shower faucet, and as you can see when I put it here, it sticks way out past. So really the right way to do it would have been, instead of doing it this way, I should have done it this way, and that would give me enough room. The problem is the cabinets go from here back, and just that extra 1.5 inches means our cabinets don't fit. So that's why I did it this way, because it's very precisely measured to fit in there. So what I'm going to have to do, the lower cabinets will come up to here, and then I'm going to bump it out 1.5 inches the rest of the way up so that I can put this there. It'll look a little funny because the kitchen counter will be about here, and then it'll come out and bump up like that. But that's the only solution I can come up with, since we don't have enough room to fit the cabinets if I bring it out all the way down to the floor. But I think it'll work fine. So with 2x2s, if you don't pre-drill them, most of the time when you put the screw in, it'll split the wood. Okay, so not only did I put another 2x2 on it, but I put another little piece of 1/4 inch plywood in between, and that completely takes care of the problem, because now when I mount this, you see there's plenty of room here. So this brick is actually just paneling, and I'm using it on the wall to accent between the lower cabinets and the upper cabinets. This is not just printed on, this is actually textured, and it looks really nice. I put this up here once first to make sure it fit before I put the glue on it. Because if I got it all gunked up with glue and it didn't fit, and I had to take it down, that'll be a problem. When you're using sheetrock, if you miss one of these, you can just fill it in with spackle and create, and just fix it. With this kind of thing, you got to get it exact, or you got to do it again. So I'm glad this worked out okay. So this will be my desk right here. It'll fold up on hinges. I got 2 receptacles, 110 receptacles to plug in computers and stuff, and then I'm going to have 2 USB ports. Well, I'm done with all the brickwork, so now I can put my masonry tools away. Okay, so while I'm still waiting for the wiring, still comes in a couple days from now, I've been able to work on this side. I got the paneling in, and so now I'm going to start putting in the kitchen cabinets. These are cabinets that I bought online, and I had to put them together, which is a good thing because that one fit through the door. But this one does not. The door is exactly 24 inches wide, and this panel is permanently attached. It's not a drawer. And this is 24 inches from there to there, so there's this extra. It wouldn't fit through the door. So I brought it inside to assemble it. And these are, for assembled cabinets, these are really substantial. They're plywood. I really like them. They're going to hold up to the road vibration. So I'm going to start mounting the cabinets, which is really exciting. But before that, I got to do the plumbing here, bring it down, and then cover this with Luan before I can put the cabinets on. And then I also have to cut holes in the cabinet where the plumbing comes from here inside of the cabinet. So this will be the next job. I'm excited about this. I want to just put the cabinets in, but I got to do this first. So the first thing I need to do is install the faucet in here. And it has to be above here because that's where I had to build it out to make it so it would fit. So that's a little higher than standard, but that's okay. It'll still work fine. Also, we talked about the placement, and since this is a little narrow, it's only 32 inches, we thought that if we put that right in there in the center, it'll make, restricted movement a little bit. So I'm going to put it back here in the corner where it might be a little less in the way. And then this will still come up into the center. I do have the shower head installed now, and it does have an on-off button right there, so you can turn it off and on without messing with the temperature mixture. That should work fine. So what I'll be using for the pipe is this clear braided vinyl tubing. It's rated to 200 psi, which is considerably higher than anything that I'm going to need here. So this uses a barb fitting. And then a pipe clamp, hose clamp. Going to be just enough room when I put that plywood on there to clear that. So now I got the two hoses on there, and they will go through. I drilled 2 holes down here for them to go through. But the 1/2 inch or 1.5 inch drain there is a different story altogether. This is flexible 1.5 inch PVC pipe, and I was hoping to just turn it up like that into the bottom of the cabinet. But I should have known, I should have realized it's just simply not going to turn sharp enough. So I'm going to have to cut it off, put an elbow in there, and then try to figure out where to drill a hole in the bottom of the cabinet to make sure it lines up. So this I left open as an access panel to be able to get to the plumbing. I'll put a piece in here later and cover that up. This wire is for a light that's going to be underneath of the upper cabinets. I'm going to put the upper cabinets in first, because if I put the lower ones in first, then I'm way out here trying to reach in. With the lower cabinets not there, I can get underneath and lift them up better. So I'll put those in first, then I'll put in the bottom ones. One thing that I really like about a box truck as compared to a Transit or a Sprinter or something like that, completely straight walls. Any of those other vans, the walls slope in and the roof kind of curves, and you have to custom make all of the cabinets and everything. But with this, it's just like a house. The wall is straight all the way up to the corner, and then the ceiling has a little bit of a bow. It only raises in the center about 1 inch or 2 just to run the water off. So I can just get kitchen cabinets and just put them in, and it looks like a residential kitchen instead of a camper van. I really like that. Makes it a lot easier for me too. Then I don't have to fabricate all of my cabinets. I can just buy them and install them. I don't know if I'm going to be able to put this up by myself or not without some help, or without at least cutting a brace to hold it, but I'm going to give it a try. I did take the doors off, so it's a little lighter and the doors aren't flopping around on me. Unbelievable. My battery's dead. Screws partway in. Change batteries real quick. It's only one screw holding it. It's very precarious right now. Can't put a level on it because I don't know if the truck is level or not. So I'm just trying to line it up with this. Okay, that's better than I expected. This is 1/2-inch plywood in the back, not just thin Luan type stuff, so it's holding pretty well. But I'm going to get a couple of lag bolts, bigger bolts, and put them in there. I don't have them right now. This will hold, as long as I don't put a lot of weight in here. This will hold until I can get those big lag bolts. That was actually easier than I expected to get that up there. So I struggled to put that one up by myself, and then when I'm ready to put up the smaller one, guess who shows up to help?
I wanted to see how things are going. I'm very happy to help. I think they look gorgeous.
Yeah.
Just let me know what you need.
I'll stand up. Get over there.
Okay.
Oops. Just gotta go this way. Hold up that side of it.
Okay.
Oh, it did straighten out now.
Okay, good. Lined right up. Excellent. Sorry.
All right.
Cool.
Now I'll put the doors back on. We can see what it looks like. Okay. We got this short one. We were going to put it up near the top, and then I was actually going to build a shelf down here. We wanted an open shelf to, at this point we're not getting a induction stove top. We're just going to use a propane Coleman stove with 2 burners and just set it on the counter. When we're done, I want to just lift it up and slide it into an open shelf. But just as I was putting it up, Elizabeth suggested that I put it at the bottom. That was brilliant, because there's my ready-made shelf. I don't even have to do anything except maybe just put a little hook where I can put like a short little bungee there to keep it from bouncing out or something. So it's not what I was expecting. I thought this would be up near the top with a shelf on the bottom. Also, the 2 base cabinets and this cabinet are from one company, and we wanted to get the short one, and this company didn't make short ones. So this was from a different company, but it's amazing how much it still looks the same. This is designed to put glass in there. We're not going to put glass, we're going to put some kind of a wire mesh kind of thing in there, probably paint it black. But yeah, this is going to work. So now that I got those in, I'm ready to put in the bottom cabinets. And I've got to drill a hole right there for that sewer line right there. Well, there's my mark right there. I don't know if you can see it, but I hope it's right, because here goes. Dead battery again. Okay, there's my hole. Let's hope this works. Okay, this is going to be fun. I got quite a few things here that need to go in. Of course, the drain pipe, those 2 hoses have to go through the hole in the side, and that wire has to come in. The hot water heater is going to be under here, and that's the power for the hot water heater. And all of those things come in at different angles. After all that, I forgot to cut the big notch here for the big pipe that's got to go through. Now I have the electric in for the hot water heater. I have the 2 hoses for hot and cold going to the shower. And I have the sink drain. This is moving like that because it's on that flexible pipe underneath. Once it's locked into the sink, it won't do that anymore. Now this right here, these holes are designed to put glass in there. When you have it mounted in a kitchen in a house, you can put glass in there. I don't think that's a good idea in an RV. It doesn't come with the glass. You're supposed to order it and then put it in. This is what we found to put in there. And I was going to paint it black so it would match the mortar joints between the brick, but I don't know how well you can see the color because it's not real bright in here. But this is kind of a bronze color, and it matches that reddish brown bronze brick almost exactly. So I'm going to leave it just the way it is. So I just got to cut out a couple of squares and put them in there. There it is. Well, dear, kitchen cabinets are in.
Yes.
What do you think?
Oh, they look so good, huh?
Yeah.
It's starting to it's just feeling more real all the time.
And things are moving faster now that I'm doing bigger stuff like this
Yes.
instead of those tedious, nitpicky little
Yes.
infrastructure systems stuff. So
Yeah.
it feels good to actually make some progress.
I like the drawers. They seem very sturdy. It really, here we go.
We need to put knobs on them.
Yeah, I didn't have knobs yet. So no, I am happy as a lark with these. And it looks so nice.
Yeah. Now the brick was not part of the plan.
Right?
That was an afterthought. That was a spontaneous decision. I was walking through Lowe's looking for something else, and I looked down, and all the way down at the bottom was a small stack of these. Hadn't been used in a long time because the top one was so covered with dust I couldn't believe it. But I grabbed one from underneath, and I thought that's going to be the perfect accent there to really. It'll pop, and
Yes.
it does, and I'm just very happy with that. So I just bought one sheet of that instead of the 1/4-inch Lawan that I'm using elsewhere.
And you put the little pieces up in that
Yeah.
cabinet, and it just matches
Yep, that matches the brick.
perfectly. It looks so cool.
So we are very happy with this so
Yes.
far.
Yes, this is really coming to life.
Yep,
Thank you.
absolutely. You ready to go?
Well, we're getting there.
Yeah. So thanks for watching, everybody.
Live simple.
Live free. You be blessed.
Yeah, we love you guys, and we'll keep showing you what's going on.
Yep, we'll see you next time.
Okay, bye-bye.